as far as the Facebook, she had the nerve to like a status that one of her friends that was staying there, she had posted, "Bye, Felicia." Now, do you know what "Bye, Felicia" means?
Well, that is your name. That is your name is Felicia.
Yes. The day
so
I
you were moving
out.
You moved out.
Yes, the day I moved out.
the day after one of your.
The day I moved out.
So.
The day I moved out.
Okay. What does "Bye, Felicia" mean to you?
Honestly, it is a big saying that is going around. Basically, it means the B word. The
so
person
that's not
you
my
do
understanding
not like,
of "Bye,
the person
Felicia."
you do
Your
not
name
like.
is Felicia.
Yes, ma'am.
All they said was "Bye, Felicia."
Yes, in capital letters.
So "Bye, Felicia" is, I know it from the movie Friday.
Exactly.
That's the movie that I know it from.
Which means now,
"Bye, Felicia."
Now it means.
But I don't know that it means the B word. Most of the time it means you're dismissing someone. You're either dismissing what they're saying or you're dismissing them, but they're so irrelevant you don't even want to say their name or care to know their name. So you just say "Bye, Felicia."
But everybody does know.
But Felicia is your name.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have anything else? Is this
no,
it?
No, that's it.
Okay, that's preposterous. This is a joke. You have to be kidding me, right?
No, Your Honor, I'm not.
Okay, this has to be a joke. We're about to start laughing. Aren't we about to laugh?
I'm laughing.
This has to be a joke. She worked
Correct.
from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. All she's asking to do is to get paid.
Correct. But again, Your Honor, she broke the tent. And
No, stop.
Okay.
Stop. Because we're beyond that. You said her pay was reduced to $10 because she broke the tent.
But she said she was going to take things to the next level. I didn't know what the next level was.
Are you kidding me?
And here we are today.
Are you kidding me?
Next level.
Juan.
Next level.
Well, I wouldn't have known that. Like, you know what I'm saying? She could have pulled a hit.
So when you realize she's suing you and that's the next level, surely the first thing you do is get your check, drive over, and give it to her, right? Hold on a second.
Okay.
Okay. One, you're driving. You are the plaintiff as the passenger.
Right. So
show me what he was doing while you were driving the car.
All right, so yeah, you're looking at me and we're talking and he's, gesturing with his hands like this.
So you're not looking at the road, you're looking at him.
Him and the road. Because, peripheral, I can see.
So you're driving using your peripheral vision.
At all. Yeah.
And so you're looking at him, and he's doing what with his hands? One, please put your hands up like you're driving. Show me what he was doing.
He was basically like, talking like, what's going on? You think I'm crazy? Just all in my space. Just, all in my space.
Okay.
So, as soon as I felt I was close to the podium, I stopped. So,
Thank you, Juan. So after he starts gesturing, then you hit the concrete pillar. What happens?
It was still, kind of the heat of the moment. I was trying to, not cause a scene. And so I was like, just get in the car. It's not that bad. Well, I'll take care of it.
Okay, so you did offer to take care of it.
Well, at the time, that was just to dead the situation, the comp,
So you didn't really mean it. You just said it to
well, no, because in the back of my mind, I still was thinking he still owes me $300.
Why are you suing for $3,000 when the car is only worth $1,500?
It's just about the principle and just,
I'm not here to teach lessons, sir. I'm here to make an assessment based on the law and the amount of damages to your car. Okay, and what was the agreement in terms of how the two of you would pay back the loan?
Every 2 weeks, they would withdraw the $139 from my bank account. So the agreement was she pays me $69 every 2 weeks.
And how did that work out?
It didn't work out.
What happened?
She just never paid me.
Here you have a loan for $2,600.
Correct.
Right? If you pay the total amount that they're charging you each month, $139, and if you make the total number of payments, which is 90 payments, do you know how much you pay at the end of this loan? Over $12,000. You know that?
No. Well, actually,
so it's 133% interest rate for $2,600. You're aware of that?
I wasn't aware of that, no.
Because you all don't read.
I say, look, we need our receipt. We're not signing no lease. We're not doing nothing because you never gave us our receipt, you know what I'm saying, and nothing. And so she like, well, I don't have a receipt. I said, well, we stopped and we bought a receipt book today, and here you go. You know what I'm saying? Here we have our receipt.
They need
wrote the receipt out, and when she wrote the receipt out, ma'am, when she wrote the receipt out, I politely, you know what I'm saying, got the receipt and put it in my wallet, you know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying?
And also at that time,
I know what you're saying.
at that
I know what you're
time-
saying. You have 7 phone numbers on this account. I'm looking at your evidence. Does the company know?
That's my phone number, their 2 phone numbers, our mutual friend's phone number, and then my friend's phone number who's been paying her bill, and then that was 3 tablets, well, 4 tablets
So how many
now.
people were on this plan?
Just 5.
Just 5?
Just 5.
That's a lot of people.
Yes.
on your plan, because at the end of the day, it's in your name.
Yes, ma'am.
So you're going to trust 5 people to pay the bill?
I did.
For 2 years?
Your Honor, yes, I did. You know, I was just trying to be nice and help them out.
And you're just giving data to everybody. You get a phone. You get a phone. Everybody gets a phone.
Well, no, I mean, I wasn't letting anybody, but, you know, our mutual friend trusted them, and so in return, I trusted our mutual friend, so I trusted them.
We met on an online dating site.
Which site?
Plenty of Fish.
Okay, that seems to be a popular site these days.
Yeah.
Did he look like his profile photo?
He did.
All right.
Yeah. We hit it off pretty good. We went out on dates, went to the movies, spent time together.
So the relationship was going well at that
Yeah, the
time?
relationship was going pretty good in the beginning. But as time went on, you know, I wasn't getting fulfillment. So I wanted out. I sent a text saying, I'm done, I'm out.
You sent her a text message?
Yeah, I'm out.
Really?
Yeah, he was pretty much a coward. He could not call me nor face to face. So pretty much he sent me a text message saying that.
And how old are you, sir? How old are you?
I have the.
You're 48? That's why you still on Plenty of Fish. Because you don't know how to handle relationships.
I ain't on that no more.
So it's more or less that.
And you were that something bigger.
I'm about to be that something bigger.
Did you have an agreement with him in the beginning that, first of all, did he spend this money and help you buy studio time?
Yes, he did.
And was there an agreement that you would pay him back? In general?
And to me, no.
You never had a conversation and said, I'll pay you back when I start making more money?
You know, if I'm right, you right. If I make it, you make it. When I get straight, you straight.
Let me think about this. Is that a contract? If I'm right, you right. If I'm straight, you straight.
We both straight. If I'm straight, we both straight.
Yeah, you know, when he got his
Does
money up.
Does that mean there was a meeting of the minds? Took a loss on all of them?
Well, I was in jail, so I don't know. My 2014 profit and loss.
What is this? Please don't tell me you're handing me a tax return.
It's my profit and loss.
I'm a lawyer, sir. I am not an accountant. I appreciate you bringing me your tax return with your profit and loss form, but I have no idea how this applies to these specific cars. Who did you sell these cars to?
Various people.
And you didn't do a bill of sale when you sold them?
I did a bill of sale, but I didn't think I need them, you know what I'm saying, for the court date.
Really? That's what you're being sued for.
Huh?
You're being sued for the profits from the cars that he said you made. That's the most important piece of evidence,
I
right?
didn't make no profit, though. That's why I brought my schedule C.
You're dressed nice today. You brought your clothes. You put your jewelry on, your earrings, your watch, but you didn't bring your receipts. Let me see the pinky ring. You packed that and brought that with you, but you didn't bring your receipts.
And asked if I could bring some chicken legs and some tortillas. So I said, sure.
First of all, I didn't ask him. It was my brother that asked him to bring those chicken legs and tortillas.
What about that bothers you? That
he's alleging that you something when I didn't ask him.
She's right, but the brother said that Elizabeth wanted to know if you could bring some chicken legs and some tortillas.
Okay, you're saying you did not do that.
I did not ask for no chicken legs and tortillas.
Okay, totally fine. Who lives in the house with you?
Me, my husband, and my 5 kids. And my brother used to live there.
Where's your brother?
I threw him out of the house over all this mess he's got me in. He got my husband in this mess that he didn't even know about it. So I threw him out. I have no idea where the brother is at.
Okay, so the first 24 hours were great. After that, things started, obviously.
The first 48, 72, they were good. They were good. I had dinner at her house several times that week, and I brought tortillas again upon somebody's request. I was told it was Elizabeth. But, you know, she's a good cook, so I said, you know what, you cook, I'll bring the tortillas.
Well, see, my brother was so lazy to even go get tortillas. That's why he had the boyfriend bring them.
You do realize we're not here over tortillas, right? You understand that? We're here with $500. Were you, in fact, chilling with somebody else? Was it chilling or chilling? You know what I'm saying?
it was just a friend. Friend has a lover, everything else, and he thinks that me and that friend were messing around.
Why do you just assume that there's more going on?
There's more to the
And
story.
also,
One day he stayed gone and he said he was going to get a haircut, and he stayed gone for an hour and a half. And he made an
Do you
appointment.
know how long it takes for some people to get haircuts? An hour and a half.
Yes, but he made an appointment, though. And, you know, if you make an appointment, you go there, you get your
You
haircut.
go to a barbershop and be gone for an hour and a half to get a haircut. You
The barbershop was right up the street.
What?
It was right up the street.
You know, people go into the barbershop, they don't just get their haircut. They talk to their boys.
Yes.
They hang out. It's a scene.
Yeah.
You've seen Barbershop, the movie.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yes.
So an hour and a half wouldn't be unreasonable, right? Michael Jordan is a billionaire. You do know that, right?
Correct.
Okay, he's made his money. He does not need your money. But you need your money.
Right. I need the money.
Yeah, you do too.
Yeah, especially when I have stuff that I need to pay for that's more important than shoes and stuff like that.
Like what?
Like my cap and gown for graduation. And I'm trying to start college. So.
Your brother wants to pay for his cap and gown. How is this even happening? How are we even here today?
Right. I mean, he has a job.
And so he sends you a text. He sends you a text. Hey, bro, you got that bread yet? I need it for my phone bill, and I have stuff to pay for. And you respond with one word. Nah.
Nah.
That's it.
Nah.
What do you say happened, sir?
Well, like you said, I was on family vacation at Disney World on a little ride. It's a small world after all. Yeah. So I get
love
a text.
the details they share with me about this case.
Yeah, I
Go
get
ahead.
a text message. My life is in danger. So I'm thinking, like, why are you texting me?
And you didn't even get off the ride to see what was going on?
I can't get off the ride in the middle of the ride. So once I got off the ride, I called him like 2 or 3 times. I'm like, why are you calling me? You need to be, calling NOPD. That's what I'm thinking to myself. So finally got a hold of him and I said, Mr. Sanders, what's going on? He's like, man, I woke up in the middle of the night and when I went in my backyard, I saw two raccoons and everything. And I'm like, again, how are you just a grown man telling me that he feared for his life over 2 raccoons. A grown man talking about 2 raccoons.
Raccoons can be vicious
I understand
animals.
they could be.
Oh, you say she was checking you out?
More than likely. Because, and so I hear her running, you hit my car, you hit my car. So as I got out the car and I seen all the damage on her car, she showed me her driver's side fender that she claimed that I smashed. And so I'm going, wow.
Did you have previous damage on your car?
No, Your Honor, I didn't have no damage on my car.
None whatsoever?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
This lady didn't see nothing but dollar sign. I was dressed fairly well, and the car that I was driving. And I guess by me being an older gentleman with gray hairs on my chin, probably thought she can get something done. But I was trying to let her know, I'm not no fool about this. I don't drink. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, just so we can clarify this, were you interested in him when you walked over?
Not at all.
Asking about your
Not
car?
at all.
Okay, sir.
She should have been. But anyway.
So after the fact, you said, I just saw you on the train.
No, I said, is that you? And
You're kidding.
And she responded, she said, if I'm cute, then yes. If not, then no.
So you guys are on the train writing to each other on Facebook?
Yes.
Interesting.
So,
See, this is the way people communicate these days. They feel comfortable texting and communicating, doing everything on their phones. And so there you are, you see her in person, and you decide you're just gonna send her a DM on Facebook.
Yes.
Let's fast forward to the next year, not even a year later, July of 2014, you buy this car for her, right?
Yes.
How many times had you seen her in person, met her before buying a car for her?
I've seen her twice.
Twice. I'm asking you, what was your plan? You see a wallet on the ground, you know it's not yours.
Yeah.
You pick it up, you put it in your pocket. What was your plan? What were you going to do with that wallet?
I didn't have a plan.
You didn't have a plan?
No, I don't have a plan.
And then you lose it. How did you lose it? You said it fell out of your pocket.
Yeah, well, it just fell out of my pocket.
What about that Chanel bag you purchased later that day? Did you lose that?
Huh?
I'm just messing with you. Let's roll the video. Let me see the video.
Yeah, my wallet was right there next to
That's the wallet right there next to the chair?
next to the chair right there.
You're looking in the wallet.
Wait.
You're looking in the wallet.
Not there. He's not there. It's his line. Porque you're not vivieron
The videotape doesn't lie, ma'am.
She's very possessive, Judge, very possessive. She brought some food. She would tell me, this is my Captain Crunch. You know I don't pay about my cereal. Don't touch it.
If you buy 3 boxes of cereal and you know I have a favorite, why would you just go for the kill on my favorite? Eat the 2 before.
Are we really talking about Captain Crunch right now in court?
For real.
That's how so petty, so petty. I asked her, like, when I would go take a shower, I'll be out of my body wash or whatever. I'll use hers. Oh, my goodness. It's like World War III up in there.
Because Dove is expensive, baby.
Exactly. She's buying expensive body wash but can't pay me rent and utilities, pay to stay in the home.
So why don't you feel you owe for the months that you didn't pay?
Because she got rides when she needed it for free in my car that I had to pay the insurance for. She ate all the food. Well, she didn't eat all the food, but she went for the
But she ate the Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
I thought we had an understanding between each other, but kind of convinced that the BMW wasn't much left of it. You know, it needed a lot of things, registration, and it was in arrears, that the starter was bad, and it was like at the point where he probably didn't want to put any more money into it.
And were you supposed to be working on it, or had the two of you decided that it couldn't be fixed? It was beyond repair?
Yeah, I thought he was understood, so that it couldn't be fixed.
Let me see a photo of the BMW.
That's BMW.
What is, was this a gift to you?
Oh, no, from the streamers was from the neighbors. She's a little...
What?
That's
how you drive this car around?
No, she did that for my birthday.
Oh, for your birthday,
yeah,
okay.
She likes to be obnoxious.
You know, for some reason, I would not be surprised if this is how you drove this car around. Just based on your personality. Wait, what did you say to his... Wait, so the threat was to his mother?
No.
What did you say? You don't threaten a man's mother. What's wrong with you?
And the threat, another element of the penal code is the threat must be specific.
You know I was a criminal prosecutor, right?
Yes,
I'm familiar with the penal code. I don't need you to read it to me. Just tell me what you said to his mother.
I don't think $1,000 is worth your son's life.
Wow.
And can that be true? Wait, can I explain?
Please do.
If I take your son to court, isn't that affecting his life?
Oh, that's what you were talking about, taking him to court?
Now he can't work. He has to fly. You know what I'm saying? So come on now. There you go. It has to be specific. I have to be specific. That's what this penal code is telling me.
Okay, you're playing with words now. Now I'm going to interpret your words for you. Is $1,000 worth your son's life? That means life or death. That's what that means. Stand up, sir, please. Current boyfriend, step over.
Boyfriend number 2 or whatever.
That's good.
What are you a witness to, sir?
When we finally got the car, we was calling for the insurance. Well, the down payment was kind of high. So when she had me on the loan, they said, okay, it's going to take $250 to get you in the car. Well, he said, no, don't worry about it. I'll loan you the money and just pay me when you can. She said, well...
Now, Mr. Mays, you may have just cracked this case wide open for me. Because before you stepped up, it was one person's word against another. Now, you know what I want you to do? I want you to, based on your testimony, I want you to leave that side of the room and walk to that side of the room because you're a better witness for him than you are for her.
No, but
and
the
then
thing
take
is,
the bus back.
Anyway.
Where's boyfriend number 3?
Meaning, I said loan.
Is there anything else to discuss?
Yes.
What I remember was she had asked me to use the washing machine, and I opened the door and let her put her clothes in the washing machine, but since we were under the influence...
Under the influence of what, weed?
Yeah.
Okay.
And a little bit of alcohol from my point. But I heard a weird noise, so I didn't know what was going on, so I went into the room, figured out what was going on. It was coming from the washing machine, so I turned it off. I realized, all right, that's probably what was making the noise.
She didn't separate it. She put everything into the bedding and just put it in there.
What did the noise sound like?
You know, like when you try and start your car and it won't start at all, and you just hear...
Because it's small and it's knocking back and forth.
So you're saying you were smoking weed that day?
Yes.
And you were drinking?
Yes.
And this is the best witness you could bring into court, sir? A witness who admits they were high? How do I know the noise he heard was from the washer? He could have just been hearing noises. Because it really doesn't make sense why you would loan someone $2,000 if they already owed you $2,000.
When Mr. Johnson approached me about the second loan, I flat out refused it. I told him no because he hadn't paid me any of my money from the first loan.
You say you paid this money back in other ways, too. Tell me about that.
He came to the restaurant. He was eating, drinking every day, every other day, or when he always come through. Clarence
how long?
always, ever since I've had every restaurant I've had, Clarence have never.
So since 2013, you're telling me he has showed up at Mojo's Motown Eatery
Yes.
and eaten for free?
Yes.
How many burgers do you say he's consumed over the past 2 years, sir?
A lot. $2,000.
$2,000 worth?
$2,000 worth.
That's so ludicrous.
So after that, is that when you started making the series of complaints about the noise?
Yes, because it got worse. It got where the football games was coming. I guess the Raiders was playing and 49ers. I don't know which one because I'm not into the sports like that. And I guess they did a touchdown. They won or something. And then I hear this on the wall. So
well,
I'm like,
people do make noises when they watch football.
Yeah, and I knew it was the husband or the older person.
Sir, were you watching the Oakland Raiders and responding to a touchdown? Well, they don't make that many touchdowns. So. I'm just kidding. So what's your side of what happened when she came up and approached you and talking about the noise?
I said, yeah, I will tell the kids to stop the noise, but we would like for y'all to stop playing your music so loud.
I never got a complaint from any of the neighbors that there was any noise.
I just want to say something to the two of you because I know how difficult it is when you have been homeless and you're getting back on your feet at this point. And so I want to commend the two of you for being able to support yourselves now at this point in your lives, right? You met in 2014 in the shelter. You obviously formed a bond. Yes. I hate to see that the two of you are in court now, but I hope that you can go back to your apartments and work it out. Why are you crying, Miss Brazil?
What?
Why are you upset?
I'm not.
Yes, you are. But it's okay. I understand. Because you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot. And it's been that woman that's been your roommate through it all. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're in that shelter and you're sharing that room, you're talking about how you're going to get out. Yeah. And what you're going to do next, right? And that's the person who was there with you when you went through your lowest time in your life, right? The two of you don't want to be in court suing each other. No.
So we were laying in the living room just looking at television, and we heard something in the kitchen really strong. My family friend, the guy had laid out some sticky traps because we thought it was mice. And I sent her in the kitchen to...
you sent her?
Yeah. To see what that was.
And what did you see?
I saw a rat. It was really big.
What did you do when you saw that?
Yeah, I told her, like, it's a rat. And I, like, ran out, and then we ran out.
And we just gathered our things, and we ran out of the house because we were terrified.
That's what I would do. I would have to leave. I could not stay in that house. There's no way. Oh, you met in the club?
Yes.
Y'all from the Bronx?
Yes,
okay.
from the Bronx.
Y'all still clubbing, huh?
Yes, nice clubbing, nice music. I enjoy it. Mr. White came up to me and asked me, do I want to dance? But at the time, the music was kind of off. I said, maybe the next time. So the next song came, he came, and we danced. He did his little two steps. You know.
He impressed you with his moves? What happened, sir? You hit her with a little Morris Day in the time with the bird?
Your Honor, I'm very good on the dance floor.
What? Okay.
Okay, and yes, I'm very good on the dance floor. I work with one of the top DJs in New York. I do the Soul Train cruise every year. And a lot of women come to me because I call them groupies. And they
you got groupies?
Yes, ma'am.
Person, and I asked her for the account number and the PIN number. She asked me why. Okay. And I indicated to her, I'm switching my phone.
And now we have proof that there are termination fees associated with that.
Yeah, but I also feel like she could have let me know that I could not come out of her plan when I indicated to her a week before that I was thinking about switching. She should have said, well, you know, it's gonna be a fee if you come off the plan because, like,
is she your Sprint representative now? Because you called Sprint to terminate the plan, right?
I did, but
you had a conversation with Sprint, right?
All I asked for was the account number. They asked me, all I asked for was
Whose fault is that? You called them. You have a conversation with them, and you don't ask them a simple question. Hey, I'm terminating this plan. It's early. Are there any fees associated with it? You don't ask them that?
No, Your Honor.
Because you think that your friend who's allowed you to be on this plan for 2 years should do that homework and tell you? She doesn't work for Sprint? She sends you a total invoice, $443, and she sends you a breakdown, what it includes: food, booze, hotels going down, things of that nature. And you respond and you say, looks right to me. So how has that changed? Did you know about these text messages?
No, I knew text messages.
Did you know that she told her that she owed her $411?
Everybody had a different job to do. And the women were taking care of the money. My job was to get a trailer and some transportation, which got switched around on me at the last minute, so.
You're blaming her. You say the women are taking care of it. Let me tell you what. No. I'm gonna go further in the text messages to tell you about the conversation. They're discussing the money, and then she tells her, sir, let me talk to Dano and see what he wants to do. He's being stubborn. Men. Did you know she threw you under the bus like that? She's blaming this on you. She said you're the one being stubborn. He's 19 years old, a college student, so if he gets in an accident, he has no money. He's a student cab driver, right? So you make a little bit of money at school, so every time you let somebody else drive your car, you're at risk.
Right. The only reason why I let Isaiah drive my car is because we were really close to the point that, like, you know, we always used to drive with each other. We always used to be with each other. And I was like, I felt like he was okay to drive my car to it.
Accidents happen. But accidents happen.
Exactly.
Right? So this was an accident, and you're driving around going to parties with a donut. You know that's not safe, right? You know when you put the donut on your car, you're not actually supposed to like drive around and go all these different places. It's just until you can get the tire that you need on the car. You have your license taken away. What was that?
My license was suspended, so I had to.
Why?
Due to lack of insurance.
Oh, okay.
So.
And so so on this day you say you had insurance?
No, on this day I did, but prior to, my license was suspended for that purpose.
Why do you say she didn't have insurance?
Because she was saying to me, you know, my license is not good right now. She said, I didn't pay my insurance yesterday. She said, I promise if you meet me back up here tomorrow, we can call the police and just say the accident happened. And I wasn't with that. But I felt bad for the fact that her daughter was in the front seat crying. I'm a single mom, too.
My daughter wasn't crying.
Send her to jail in front of her daughter.
I wouldn't have went to jail.
Oh, you would have went to jail. You're driving without a license. You don't have a license because you don't have insurance. The police would have showed up. They would have taken you to jail.
How I just want to know if my vehicle has tint on it, how are you able to see where my daughter is located?
You know what? That is the least relevant factor in this entire conversation we're having right now.
Okay, well,
it really
is. That's fine too, but my daughter wasn't in the front seat.
So she booked a trip to Vegas without your permission.
Yeah, without my permission, without my input. I never agreed to.
So how was the trip? You went to Vegas?
Trip from Hill. She had ulterior motives the whole time. She thought I was supposed to act as a companion with her.
Well, why was it a trip from hell if you didn't pay for anything? Sounds like you got a free trip to Vegas.
Because she was indirectly hitting on me. She's prancing around naked. I can't go to the restroom alone.
What?
Were you walking around naked in the hotel room?
Your Honor, no. First of all, the defendant would come to my house all the time. We've been around each other naked plenty of times because we were getting ready to go to a club.
Okay, what happened in Vegas? You know, I know what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but not today.
I know, but can I just piggyback a little bit on?
No. What happened in Vegas?
So in Vegas, we were having a good time. What happened was, the incident that happened was we were in the casino. The defendant has a gambling problem.
So you invite her to Vegas?
Yeah, I know.
Insurance.
Your Honor, because she and her boyfriend had issues with insurance, whether it was fraud, she needed to have 6 months of insurance in order to pull out a policy on her own. And Your Honor, it wasn't until November 14th that she won a jackpot at the casino, and she contacted me, asking me. I didn't owe her money. I didn't owe her money until after we started hanging out and I covered those vehicles. I didn't start going to the casino. And that is when I accrued a debt. As far as needing to cover the vehicles to pay back a loan, I didn't accrue a debt or a loan until I started hanging out and covered the vehicles.
And so how are you accruing debt? Were you two of you gambling together?
I was going with them. Yeah, I was a good luck charm for her. I mean, regardless, she was winning jackpots and I didn't. But either way, it was my responsibility.
But how were you owing money if she was winning jackpots?
She was winning and I was borrowing money. But even when I didn't want to go, she's like, come on, let's go to the casino. I'm like, I don't have money. She's like, don't worry about it. But then when we would go, then it would be like, okay, you owe me money.
She said you signed a promissory note. Is that true?
I looked at it as a joke. It's just a piece of paper. I didn't know she was gonna take it this far. I thought after I
you know, wine and dine and, you know, pleasure her and stuff like that, that things would just kind of like brush it off, you know? I mean, I ain't never charged her. It's like I ain't never said, well, okay, I got the, because, you know, I'm from the South, so, you know, we don't hardly give tips and stuff like that. So, you know, we go to a dinner table. I ain't like I tell her, well, you got to go half on the meal and you got to go half on the tip. You know, our meal might cost $35, $40. You know, and I didn't say you have to pay that.
Well, being from the South, because I'm from the South and I tip.
So
I'm from Louisiana. Why is that a Southern thing? I'm from Louisiana. Why is that a Southern thing?
Well, for one, you know, it's like the cost of living is not kind of equal, and it's not hardly a lot of good jobs. So when a brother comes to take a woman and they spend $30, $45 at a restaurant, that's pretty great. You know, that's almost half a light bill. So.
Okay.
And I never charged
May I see the promissory
anything.
note, please?
Me because I'm a vet, and you know, sometimes I guess to other people we speak in a different language. But she takes the time to understand me, and there's not a lot of civilians that can do that for a veteran.
I'm going to ask you, Ms. Kareem, can you move past this lawsuit and you guys continue to have a relationship?
Of course, I have a big heart. I really do. I see, you know, the good in people, even when they do me wrong, you know.
But you don't feel like she did you wrong.
Oh, no.
You're upset because you
not.
filed a lawsuit.
Of course.
Obviously.
Of course, that's going to be a strain on her. So, of course, she's going to lash out in a way that she doesn't really understand. And her PTSD is active with all the stress that she's endured over the last couple of years. And that accident is something that helped it.
Okay.
Really.
So you know what we're going to do? We're going to hug this out. We're going to hug it out, and then we're going to resolve the case.
You don't cry, Mama. Don't cry, Mama. It'll be okay. We'll go home.
So
he called me one time. She was in jail before. Found out she was in there for some old warrants. They let her out, so he didn't need my services. You know what I'm saying?
Who's the girlfriend? What did she do?
Well, you know, this is the thing, Your Honor. This is a short-lived relationship for the most part.
But in that short-lived relationship, she was in jail twice. What was she in jail for the second time around when you called him?
I think she was in jail for
credit card fraud,
identity theft.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
whose identity did she didn't steal yours? Somebody else's identity?
Well, now that's to be continued.
Oh, the case is still on.
As far as my identity is concerned, this is why I say it's a short-lived situation here, you know.
And she was pregnant with your child?
To be continued.
I appreciate the spirit the two of you have, right, in Morehouse trying to make this happen, but it just seemed like there was an issue from the start with the design of the shirts and how much you paid per shirt from the very beginning. That's way too much for a unit cost for a t-shirt. You're paying $13 per t-shirt right out of the box. The kind of shirt that a consumer can buy somewhere for $10. You know those I Love New York, I Love LA t-shirts? That, you know, it's kind of like that kind of shirt that people buy like for $12. So you're paying $13 off the bat per shirt. That's a problem. Then you want to sell it for $25. I'm just telling you, I understand what you're saying. Students come from affluent backgrounds, but they're still college students, right? It's not their money, it's their parents' money. And it's $25 a shirt. This is going to be problematic. And it was because you didn't sell that many shirts. Why wasn't her boyfriend allowed to do the transaction? Let me finish my question.
Sure, Judge.
Because you just said you had a bromance with him.
I did.
The two of you were cool.
We're cool.
So why didn't you allow her boyfriend to make the transaction and pick up the check and give you the car seat?
I wanted to. If you look at my log, I actually wanted to do that, but I said, let's do, like you said, a simultaneous exchange. He goes, oh, she'll get the car seat to you later. I'm picking up the check now. I says, no, bro, it's going to go at the same time. Tradey.
I was like, let me drop the car seat off because I'm right there.
Okay.
I'll pick the check up. Here's your car seat.
And what was his response?
He was like, that's fine. And then all of a sudden, it would change to magically,
It said,
no,
that's fine.
Don't come over.
Unless you have my car seat.
I'll call the cops on you. I want nothing to do with you. I'll see you in small claims.
What happened to the bromance?
The bromance?
We never had a bro. I don't. Again, he has this like delusion of being in love with people. People love him or something, but
Everybody
no
does
one's
love
in
me.
love with
It's
you,
great.
bro.
It's great to be loved.
Did she curse back at you as well?
Yes, it was some. She was. I didn't. It was some words,
Back and
exchange of
forth, 'cause
words.
I did. Okay.
Of course, the lights stopped.
Did you throw anything at her car? At
No,
that
Your
point?
Honor, I did not throw anything at her car.
Did you ever throw anything at her car?
No, Your Honor.
So you drive off.
Your Honor, who rides around with rocks?
You know, this is how things get started, right? In road rage cases, this is how things get started. Because you never know. You drive up, you curse somebody out. You never know what state of mind the person in the other car is in. I'm saying this to you too. There was a case in New Orleans just a couple of months ago. Will Smith, former NFL football player, shot dead after he had an argument with someone else over a fender bender. You never know what state of mind another person is in, if they have a weapon or a gun. So why do you get into disputes with people on the road like this? I do not understand. Did the two of you date or not?
Yes, ma'am, we did. We dated. I took
It
her
was
to
a one-time thing, Your Honor. That's all it was. I'm a single woman, and it was a one-time thing. It was around my birthday, and that was it. That didn't have nothing to do with our business.
So it was your birthday, and you decided that the two of you were gonna mix business with pleasure at this point, right?
He offered to take me, out of town for my birthday. But
so y'all went out of town?
No. He offered to, but I couldn't go.
I have receipts for where we stayed at the Omni for her birthday.
We decided to go to the Omni.
Oh, see, he has receipts.
Yeah.
Let me see his receipts.
And I got a receipt where he signed where I gave him that $1,300.
I took her to dinner. I paid for the valet parking.
It was one room? You shared a room?
Yes, ma'am. We had the same room.
Must have been a good date.
It was all right.
From the insurance company, because this makes no sense. That's what they do. They come out, they assess the damage from the accident, and they pay you what they believe you are owed as a result of the damages.
The insurance adjuster told me that he would only pay for the damages that were visible, that he could see.
So after you find out that there are more damages, so you say, as a result of this accident, do you go back to them and say there are more damages? Because this has been a year since this happened. Okay?
The damages are on the report from the insurance. I submitted pictures of the accident.
I understand that. You're not answering my question. Do you go back to your insurance company and tell them there are additional damages as a result of the accident, yes or no?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Why?
Because in the report, it says the core support, the radiator, and my bumper. That's all that I fixed. That was my damages.
Okay. So you're not making sense to me right now. So let me see a receipt. Just left Sarku Japanese. That's a nice restaurant in Atlanta.
No, it's not. It's in the food court at the mall.
The Threading Salon.
Just being honest.
So you took a screenshot of her at Starbucks buying a caramel macchiato?
Absolutely. I'm not going to Starbucks.
You're like, she owes me $500. She should not be buying a caramel macchiato.
As you said, put it aside. Absolutely. I'm not going to Starbucks. I'm not buying Michael Kors purses.
Okay. And what I think she's saying is you look like you're out there having fun, having a great time. The struggle isn't as real as you want her to believe. That's what your counterclaim is out for mental cruelty?
My mental cruelty is what I endured in the house. Every time I left out of there and I started a new relationship, you gonna call the woman's house, raising all kind of stuff, leaving crazy voicemails on the voicemail. If we're supposed to be
Go ahead.
If we're supposed to be out of the relationship, she's acting like I keep giving her the story to come back. You're the one that's calling over where I'm at.
Okay, but then
I'm
you made
still
a decision.
sending the money.
If it's that bad, you make the decision to keep going back every time.
Well,
and now you want to sue for mental cruelty. You're bringing the mental cruelty on yourself if that's the case.
You're right, Your Honor, and I can't dispute with that. And I'm not gonna lie, you know I got feelings for the big girl. I can't help myself. So I came back, you know what I mean, and see maybe we could work things out. But it just seems like it ain't work like that, Judge.
Wait, you hit the TV with a Walmart bag?
With the bag, yes. It was a light bag, so I just tried to kill the fly. And
how does a TV break with a Walmart bag?
It was a penny in the corner of the Walmart bag.
A penny. And so that penny caused what? The TV to a crack in the TV?
The TV, yes. Not on the outside, in the inside.
Really?
Yes.
You don't believe that?
I wanted to believe it.
What do you think happened?
Oh.
I don't know. He could have been upset because I was out. Who knows? I don't know.
Has he ever done anything like that before?
No.
Yes. Yes. He's damaged some things. I've never took it this far to court, but he has damaged the television in the past.
He's broken one of your TVs in the past?
Broken a TV?
Oh, you don't remember?